Well, good evening and welcome. Welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Fox, here on the panel is the one and only Bridge in young Port Bear. Evening, mates.
Can I say a big good evening to you guys in the panel? Huge good evening to the guys in the lobby and to all the Rangers fans listening in all over the world. Good evening and welcome to Rangers Radio.
You Port? I lost him.
Maybe got a wee technical issue there, pal.
Aye.
Did I have a bridgie?
Right. A wee technical issue, we'll call it. Let's change it to Bridgman.
Remember, the power's in the finger.
It's in your hand.
The power's in the finger. Hey, what about that, Fox? He phoned me there about 20 to 9. He said, I had a whale supper. He said, the fish was that big. It was like a whale. He's as happy as a sandboy he was when he phoned me. Single fishing. I think he said he'd 8 fritters with it. 8 fritters?
8 fritters? Were they mini fritters or were they just stand-up size?
No, he said they were the size of dustbin lids.
Oh my God. And he ate them all at once?
I don't know if he ate them all, mate, but it might be sense.
Yeah, I think he's on a race to beat Rudy Bear for his appetite. I think that's what he's trying to do.
An appetite, Rudy. Anyway, this is the biggest 10 days we've had for a long, long time. Port Bear, first kicks off tomorrow night. What's your thoughts, mate?
This is massive, Ox, and I know we keep saying in here just move on to the next game, but obviously. The manager will say, Gerard will say, but there's no one eye in the final. All the focus is on tomorrow night, which I do agree to an extent, but there must be. The players have got to be thinking about the final. There's a lot of players maybe playing the night to see if they're going to get a game in the final, and people have got to perform. But I was having a wee look today, Ox. The next 29 days, we've got a massive, massive month ahead. Young boys are Bern, decided to see who finishes top of the group. And also the final on Sunday. Massive games. I just feel, as I say this other night on the show, every game's a final. Every single game for me is a final for Rangers. And the players need to show they're hungry to win every one of these games.
I mean, to win 5, 6, 7, 8 games in a trot in any league's hard gone, you know what I mean? Particularly the way the fixtures have come out places, but we get traditional hard games, Bridge, Easter Road, Fir Park, Celtic Park, traditionally hard games. So, but this team will never seem to know when they're beat.
Yeah, absolutely. And as a club as well, because a lot of it's inside the club, I know there's people in the club want to sort of pass their wisdom and so on and so forth. But unfortunately for us, we don't have the people who are still at player level, to be able to pass that on. So the club and the players are a team rather, and the players are starting to build up this experience. And this is what you're absolutely right. To ask for 10 games in a row, to win 10 games in a row at our level is absolutely astronomical. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But we're doing so well. We're playing such good football. We're playing for each other, and yourself when you're playing in some really good teams. When they start to break up, you realise how good they were as a squad, and you just feel it. You just feel it, and you can see we're starting to build something, and it's starting to build. And once it starts to build and the momentum builds, very few teams can actually stop you. Even having a bad game, you can still get through. Watch some of the old Rangers stuff on YouTube and that. Amazing games, absolutely amazing games. What fortitude their clubs had and the players within it. Brilliant.
Aye. I'll tell you, this is 11 games, 12th game tomorrow night since we had that loss at Young Boys of Bern, mate, which I don't think we deserved to get beat Port Bear, did we?
Oh, I don't think, when you look at that game as a whole, in a match, we never deserved to lose that game, but we're still a better side. We played them at Abbey Park on that horrible pitch in their home country, and I still felt, I was gutted that night. I felt, really hard because we'd done so well to get the lead, and then, we'll not speak about any more problems, but to lose that game in the manner we did, it was horrible. And I feel where the other games, we've never been out a game this season, in my opinion, Ox. Rangers have always been there or thereabouts, pushing for the win, or digging out a result. Where that's just the way we are, and I think that's a sign that we didn't have last year. We can dig out results, we can grind results. When we're not playing our best football, we can still manage to get it over the line. And you only look at Liverpool right now doing in the EPL. They're doing it. They're not playing fantastic at the moment. We know they're a fantastic side, but they've been scraping games and also it just shows you need to win.
The weekend there,
aye. That's the way you have to win a league, box. It's not just about scoring 3s and 4s and 5s every week and playing the Barcelona-esque football. Sometimes you've got to dig deep and win dirty.
Aye, points make prizes, Bridge, in the league, but obviously we've got a couple. Would it be fair to say we've got a league game, then we'll get 2 cup finals? Would that be fair, Bridge?
For me, we'll get 2 cup finals. and that's what we've got coming up in front of us right now. 2 cup finals. This is a huge game on Wednesday. Absolutely massive. Our whole future, from a continuity perspective, is all based on winning on Wednesday. And then we go for there, we bounce right on to the cup final on Sunday, and by God, that's going to be some game for us. So, you know what I mean? So rather than just jump on it, huge cup final coming up. It's amazing. It's amazing. And for Oxford, it's amazing because we've all been through this terrible, terrible dark time, and now we're coming out into the light, and it's really bright. It's really bright, and we just want to. We don't want to fall. We just want to go smoothly on, and we look as if we're doing it, and that's what I'm desperate for. Just desperate to get there.
Aye. I get me a bit of light at the end of the tunnel. That's a good analogy, Port Bearer.
Certainly is, Ox. There's been a lot of dark times, over the past few seasons, and now it's in touching distance, Ox. If you think about it, this is set up. A lot of people are probably saying it's not the best preparation going away to Pittodrie, literally 3 days before a cup final. You'd think the league would have been a bit more kinder to us. Maybe give us a wee home tie against, I'm not being disrespectful when I say this, Hamilton or something like that, Ibrox. But no.
That wouldn't happen.
No, I know. We're going to date
that. No, nobody would get a home game against Hamilton, for God's sake. Don't be so silly.
We're going to go away up to the Granite City against one of the, I'm not going to use the word bogey team, but every time you play them, you know what they play like, guys. There is a level of about 200%, don't they? You never see Aberdeen playing like against anybody else. The minute the Royal Blue arrives in Aberdeen, they play the way they play. They will have their hammer throws at tomorrow night, but they've got a couple of dangerous players, but I don't fear them one bit, not in the form we're in. But that's the way we'll roll. We roll with Aberdeen, beating them on Wednesday, and then beating that mob, the Moon Howlers, on Sunday.
The Moon Howlers, I love it.
Well, we'll see where it takes us, but first of all, we've got to get them all right out the way, and we've had a press conference today. We're going to hear through our manager, but before that, people want to join us. What's the number, Bridge?
The number's 0141 356 1972.
Where else can I join us, Port Bear?
He joins in Skype at rangersradio.online. You were brought into the call by Fox and Old School Blue, and they look after you.
Here. We've been joined by Gary. How are we doing, Gary?
I'm good, lads. How are you getting on, Port Bear, Bridgeman, Ox?
Hi, Gary. Is everything okay with you, pal?
Aye, getting on great. Enjoying.
How's our Facebook looking? Is it looking good?
It is. We're busy tonight.
I'm only teasing you, pal. I'm only teasing you.
We've got some amount of Allens that's on our Facebook tonight.
Allens, you need to explain what poking means to Bridge.
There's quite a lot you would need to explain, I can assure you.
I'm sure Bridgeman can tell me a wee bit about poking.
So now behave yourself.
Oh, Gary boy.
Oh boy.
The Facebook page looking good, Gary. Well done, mate.
Aye, no, he's busy.
If it's looking good, Bridge, you must have took all your photos done.
Certainly need to take mine down, that's for sure. I'll tell you.
There's a run of dartboard.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
No, it's still the picture of the two yous up in the Rangers press room.
No, it doesn't matter who that is, mate. It's no us. It's no me and Bridge. But
Is that the anonymous photos?
that's it. Right,
Who is this man? Who is this
I've got
guy?
an interview for Stevie Gerrard and Borna Barisic was with him, so if you don't mind, get yourself a mute and then we'll have some comments on the interview.
To think of your team for Sunday when planning your selection for Wednesday night?
No, I think we just fully focus on Aberdeen and the challenge that they pose. It'll be a tough game up at Pittodrie. Certainly going up there in my time, we've had some real good challenges and battles up there, so I expect the same. It's 100% focus on this game, and we'll worry about Sunday come Thursday.
That's probably your view. Some supporters are sort of debating amongst themselves, will he change it, will he rest some players?
That's fine. That's what supporters are allowed to do, debate opinions, who I should play and blah, blah, blah. But I can assure all the fans that the focus is very much on this game.
The one that kind of debating most is whether Alfredo gets taken out with a view to Sunday because of other things that happened, I guess, in that fixture. What's your take on him? Is he in a situation now where he has to be in your team?
You'll find out at 6:15 tomorrow.
In terms of his form, but it was going to be very difficult to not include him because he did so well.
He's in incredible form. He's scoring fantastic goals. What I must mention as well is the service he's getting. To note this guy next to me, the service from the left's been outstanding, service from the right's been outstanding. People are sliding balls from him and the service is there. We're creating a lot of chances. We're playing very well. So long may that continue. Alfredo's in a fantastic place on and off the pitch. So we're very happy with the job he's doing.
In the last few seasons, we've seen Aberdeen always be in the equation for the top two places, be that challenging the eventual winners or fighting for a place in the top two. Are they still in that conversation this season for you, or has that gone for them?
No, I think there's too much football to be played to be writing anyone off. Aberdeen are a good team. They're capable of going on long runs, winning runs. I think they've shown that, certainly in my time being here. I know Derek very well. He'll fight all the way and he'll get his players to fight for him to continue to finish as high up as they can. So we won't be writing anyone off.
In terms of Sunday, I know you're not focusing on that, but is this more like a chance to say to some guys, play well, you put your swap for Sunday's game?
But that's in all the games. That's the message to the players. Borna will back me up. We're always saying, when you represent this club and you wear the badge and the shirt, you've got to do everything you can in your power to stay in the team for the next game. Of course, that magnifies a bit with a final at the weekend. But the players have only got to focus on the job that I'm asking them to do against Aberdeen, individually and collectively. It's not wise to think about the weekend, so we need to go full throttle from kick-off tomorrow night to do everything we can over the 90 minutes.
There's a lot to be said about the atmosphere of the team. We'll face it, the way the team's handled away games this season must give you some real confidence up to that game.
Yeah, I mean, we've got to thrive and enjoy and embrace the atmosphere at Pittodrie. The players have faced some real big atmospheres and challenges if you think of Feyenoord and Legia or Warsaw away, and we're obviously used to a big atmosphere at home as well. So I don't think any of my players will be shying away or intimidated by the Pittodrie atmosphere. For me, it's get your chest out and embrace it and really enjoy it.
We spoke a wee bit there about the Bonds lobby for Alfredo. I think it's 6 goals he's set up for Alfredo this season already. I mean, those sort of numbers are really encouraging in terms of case, as much as Alfredo's getting on the plaudits, it's something he's meant for what he's achieved this season.
Yeah, for sure. I think Fredo will be the first to acknowledge the service that he's been getting. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's six assists for Alfredo, but I think it's 11 or 12 assists now. 10? Is it? It's 11, 10. Isn't it? 10?
11 with the national team.
He's counting the Croatia ones.
Everything.
Yeah. But listen, no, I mean, it's sensational numbers considering, we're still pre-Christmas, so long may it continue. But as I say, for all the forward players, the service has been the key, and we're creating lots and lots of chances, and we're looking hungry to go and execute and score, which is fantastic.
In terms of this fixture, Stephen, is this the perfect preparation for the game on Sunday? You're going into actually going to get a team who are going to get in their faces as well. Is this the perfect game to be going into an Old Firm?
There's no right and wrong answer there, because whichever way I answer it, someone won't be happy. What I can say is I'm pleased we've got a game. As someone who's been around finals and stuff like that, sometimes you can have a week lead in or even longer, and it can be too long if you like. So I think it'll actually help us that we've got a focus and we've got a challenge in front of us. We know it'll be tough. Aberdeen have turned a corner in terms of the form. I think it might be 4 on the spin. They're on the back of winning. So the challenge is there, but it's a great challenge for us. It's a great fixture, and as you say, the atmosphere will be interesting up there. But for the players, I mean, these are the games they've got to really enjoy and really look forward to, and I'm certainly looking forward to going up there today.
You say you're pleased to have games. I'm just about taking out the sort of nervous energy that you can sort of expend when you've got that sort of
I think when you're a player, you love playing. It's not necessarily loving the everyday training bit and the long lead-ins and the long weeks to wait for an occasion to come round. So this fixture certainly takes the focus away, and obviously it's very important 3 points for us. So I'm sure the final hits us very quickly after the Aberdeen game. But for the players, there'll be no talk of the final around here in terms of the preparation, because we want to give Aberdeen the respect they deserve.
Yeah, we're going a cup final to have a game sort of 3-4 days before the Aberdeen fixture.
I can't really remember. I think maybe when I was younger I experienced one, maybe played an FA Cup and then a UEFA Cup pretty soon, like maybe a Saturday, Wednesday. But maybe not. Yeah, maybe I have, yeah.
Did you win them?
Well, we did, yeah. Won the treble.
Good. You mentioned that Aberdeen was a battle there. In terms of, we're not looking towards Sunday, but how important is it for cool heads, especially on a suspension point of view, that you handle that atmosphere when you have those cool heads in and around the squad for the game on Sunday?
I think it's a message we've been saying to the players since the issues we had last year. You can't take a competitive edge away from a player. We want them to compete. We want them to be up for it. But you've got to be disciplined with it as well and do it in the right manner, and that's all we ask.
So what do you think has changed this season in order to get the best out of you in terms of stats and numbers?
You ask about me? I told a lot of time in the last 2-3 months that it changed a lot for me. It all start from pre-season. I came to Portugal and have a pre-season with the team. I think that's very important for me, and I figure out how is mentality here, that there is no easy game, there is no game that you don't need that you don't have to win. So a lot of things change, and I'm now very happy.
Is that a steady run of games been important as well? That seems to be the longest sort of time you've had playing consistently week in, week out.
Yes, that's very important that I play all the time, but to play all the time you need to be prepared for that, not only physically, even mentally. So as I said, now I'm in very good shape of that.
Even in the more difficult moments that you've had at the club, did you always feel that you could get to the levels where you could show your best?
Yeah. I always can do better. I will never say that this is the best of me, because I think that every day I can improve a lot of things in my football. So I think that even better will come.
When you've got a situation like you have with the Euros coming, is that another motivation for you through the season?
Yeah, of course. I have a lot of motivation this year. We have two cups, so we have league, Europa League now, Euro, so a lot of motivation for me.
Earlier you were correcting this on how many assists you've got. Is the competition within the squad when it comes to that, to setting up goals?
No, there is not, I think, a competition in the squad, but to be honest, I have my own little competition. I don't tell you now which one, but once time in the future I will tell you.
Competition against yourself or
No, against one player. But I will not tell you which one. It's not from our team. No, it's not from our team.
One of your friends, okay.
Stephen, team news?
We're going to train just after this press conference. We've got a couple of bumps and bruises from the weekend that we're managing, but I think we'll be okay and have everyone available. Jordan Jones has had a wee little setback. He's got a bit of a tight quad. It's only small, only be a few days, but it'll set him back maybe a game or two.
Jermaine obviously came back.
He's fine. Jermaine's fine.
Stephen Stadium will be okay for young boys. How pleased are you to
This is an Aberdeen press conference. Come back to me on that.
Just one final indulgent question. Carrie did his team of the decade last week. Luis Suarez wasn't in it.
Who wasn't in it?
Luis Suarez wasn't in it.
Interesting. He'd have been in mine.
All right, thanks for that. Fox, Old School Blue. Well back, gentlemen.
We are indeed.
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
You back with us, Gary? I think he's doing a bridge.
No, I think Gary's got fed up with you and dumped us. That's it.
Everybody's getting fed up with me.
No, I'll be waiting to do his Facebook.
No, he'll be on mute. He'll be working how to get on mute.
You're happy now, are you?
You have it. What, for Lent?
What a manager we've got, I'll tell you. What a manager, unbelievable.
Class act, isn't he? He's
getting better. He's getting better and better. These interviews, he's actually learning how to, cut these reporters off with their stupid questions. Ask them about Luis Suarez. Then I'll also ask them about the young boys game. I like the way he's doing that. Ox. He's been really firm with them, and that will stand him in good stead, for later on, because he's just as you said, mate. He's absolute class, and for a young guy in his rookie year as management, he knows how to handle the press. The guy just oozes, excellence, mate, excellence.
For being he's a world superstar in football, mate, so he's been dealing with the press for a long time, Gary. You can see that in his confidence very well.
Aye, and that's what we've been needing. We've been needing somebody in our corner a wee bit savvy, knowing how to handle the kind of questions. I think in the past we've been kind of caught out all the time, and like I say, Stephen Gerrard, just they're asking about Sunday, they're asking about the young boys, and he's just batting it away. He's like, no, it's all about tomorrow night.
I noticed I don't ask about young boys at the other team, City press conference. That's another story.
Brush, sweep.
I don't know what you're talking about. Bridgeman?
Yeah, I think that, you can use the one about this is the Aberdeen pre-match conference. Come back and speak to me another time about that. That's just great. That's just brilliant. But again, it takes you back to the questions that we've been asking for probably the past 5 years. Where's the PR people that's in charge of these things? These people shouldn't be allowed to ask anything other than what the content, the context rather, the presentation is. Simple as that. It's a pre-match Aberdeen game, So pre-match Aberdeen interview. So let's keep it like that. The asking questions about other things is just nonsense. Just nonsense. You can just imagine what they felt like when Borna Barisic said, "Oh, I've got a problem with a competition with somebody else, just one person," and they thought everybody's thinking, which one of the Rangers players has he got a competition with? That's not our team, pal. You just imagine the typewriters going for.
Yeah, you're right, Bridge. I mentioned it on night too.
Technical problems.
It's very well get to hear anything about the teams.
You got a wee problem with your microphone, pal.
You're breaking up, mate.
There's a Dalek there.
Norman Collier impersonation, that's one for the older people.
Is that all right? No?
That's brilliant now.
Is that all right?
No, you're selling it to your wife.
I was mentioning it the other night to Ox. Over the last 8 or 9, 10 press conferences, anybody who we're playing against, the media weren't even interested in who we were playing against. So you couldn't find out in their team who was injured, who wasn't playing, what their management, what their style was like, because we're too busy asking Mr. Gerrard stupid questions. They're absolutely pointless pressers. Just stupid. We're previewing, Rangers v Aberdeen. That's what he's talking about.
I think, poor Bear, you're absolutely right. I'm convinced now that the media and press in this wee country we're in are not remotely interested in Rangers at all, except when they get beat. The only thing they want is they want to see Rangers fall.
Negative stories. But
absolutely, 100% of the time.
We'll win the war, mate.
Poor journalism, in my opinion.
Ox, can I come in that one?
Yes, on you go, mate.
The only one I'd probably defend is the boy for Sky Sports. He's
Charles Parson.
Charlie Nicholas.
No.
There's a few on Sky Sports I'd defend.
I think it's the one that's on. He's always Charles Parson. I think it is. It's Charles Parson. He seems to have a good rapport with Gerrard. He's always asking about, are you looking forward to seeing like Liverpool, and he doesn't really. I think he talks normal to him, if you mean. So I think that's about the only one I would defend. But apart from that, I
is that because he's not getting any interest in the Scottish game? He's probably a Premier League supporter.
Probably until we win something, that's when he'll be interested in us more.
That's a good point, by the way. That's a cracking point, Gary.
What's that?
I'm saying, like the Oval, Gary, I think they'll all get the same way. See, when Rangers, for talking to when they win on Sunday, you wait and see them clamber. You wait and see them clamber to speak to Gerrard and speak to every Rangers player, speak to everybody. And sometimes, that's maybe wrong, but I think we should just give them the middle finger and tell all the dirty wrongians to go and get stories elsewhere.
There'll be one channel about their cut their nose off out their face, but let's move away from that because he's just text me and said get him away from the media. He's going to have he must see the colour he's turning. But Mr. Gerrard, he's a class act. But as far as the team is concerned, it looks pretty positive. We're having a good run. We obviously the only selection problem being Jordan Jones. And what was unusual compared to last year, we've not had to talk about suspensions. Port Bear, then Bridge.
Aye, definitely, mate. It's been really important this year. I think what we've shown is every player's important. Just Greg Stewart come in the other day, they scored 2. And as I said the other day as well, it's definitely a squad game, mate. We've got a lot of tough games, a lot of games are coming thick and fast. So we need to use the squad. Definitely do. And as I said, there's a lot of other players hitting form at the right time. There's people making chances, there's loads of people scoring goals. The goals are coming through the team. That can only bode well for Rangers auction in the future, definitely.
Bridgeman?
Yeah. I've just lost the train of thought. I just saw something in the lockdown. What was the point again? Oxtail, please.
Well, we were talking about Einstein's theory of relativity.
All right. I can give you some of that if you want. Because I can actually remember some of that.
I forgot what the question was.
That's what I've done. That's what I mean.
Facebook's no.
Corbett, you tell us what it was, pal, so we can continue.
What was it? It was about selection.
Selection in the squad.
No
injuries apart from Jordan Jones.
That's correct. I remember that.
No suspensions, Bridge, different from last year.
No suspensions, and that's key. That's key. So it makes a huge difference to the manager, and there's huge build up to. In fact, we're in it now. It's not even a build up anymore. It's in the last stretch in the year. So was it 9 games we've to go now?
No, I think it was 7. I'll have a quick look and count them up, Bridge.
Okay, is it 9 games before the new year? Something like that, including the
8 and 20
games, including European.
That's including the final and European.
So Oxford's right when it says 7.
Yes.
Is that including any cup games? Is that including the cup final?
Just the final, Ox. The final and the European game, mate.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
So that's an enormous. So is that going to average out something like 2 games a week? That's what that's going to run into. And yeah, selection is going to be crucial, and all the good performances by the players, both at the actual play and the lack of bad temper and things like that. Not getting stupid bookings or no sending offs. It makes a huge difference. It gives the manager the whole squad to pick
less
from.
Problems. He's the manager, less problems.
Absolutely.
Here's a wee question for you. We're always having a go at the media, aren't we? and justifiably so. But if you're a media celebrity, Bridge. Yeah, so if you were sitting in that, if you were sitting in the press conference and I'll go to you first, Bridge, then Gary, then Port, what question would you ask the manager, Bridge?
I would ask the manager if he was confident about going up to Aberdeen and playing well, considering we know that it's going to be it's nearly always a tough game up there, and would he be confident of getting there and getting a result? That's what I would ask him.
Gary?
I would probably ask him, are you going to start Greg Stewart's the Ojo?
Right, you might get a right hook for that one, not an answer.
Well, we probably give the same reply he did to the reporters. I'll tell you at 6:15.
You might get that answer. What about yourself?
I'd probably ask them, do you fancy signing another 2-year contract to add your current 2 that's left? I still think it's important to get him tied down, mate. I really do.
Oh, I have to agree with that. I've been shouting that for a while now. There's certain people who are part of our Chelsea squad and club now. We need to get everybody that we need set. Really get them set down in it.
No.
But are you under any illusions about our manager and if he keeps going the way he's going with our club, obviously he's going to be a hot property, isn't he? And let's hope we can tie him down. I'm saying that, but it's going to get better. Look, he came in the first season. He's made a couple of mistakes here and there. He's quite happy to put his hand up and say that was me and da. And now here we are. The Rangers are coming. We're rampant at the moment. And as long as that, lying me at my lumreek, as I say, on that one. So the manager's get all the praise in the world for it. All the praise. Tremendous stuff. He'll be well wanted for sure.
Bridge, I think Stevie will stay. I think he'll stay as long as probably Klopp's going to be at Liverpool. Honestly, the only other place I could see him going, if he's wanting away for Rangers, would be maybe abroad or something like that. But I think until Klopp decides that he's going to have a sabbatical or something like that, I think Stevie G, because he's going to get hopefully Champions League experience with us. And once he builds up that and he's got so many titles, then I think that'll be his time. Then he'll decide to leave. I can't see him. Maybe his family and stuff like that might force him to do his 4-year contract, then leave. But I think he's pretty happy. I think he's surprised himself probably how much he's liked it.
If you were an owner down in England and you somehow or other you're about to lose your manager, maybe he wants to go elsewhere and things like that. But if you wanted to look at, for instance, the boy that took over, what do you call it? It's Chelsea. Frank, what's his name? Lampard.
Lampard. Yeah.
You look at him and Steven Gerrard's his mate, to all intents and purposes. Those two are much of a muchness. Their career ran the same level, and you've got two top class players, ex-players, and they're doing it. One's doing a great job with Chelsea, and the other's doing a great job with Rangers. You're not going to get Frank Lampard if you're looking for a really good young manager. Is there any other young manager in Britain that you would go and get, other than Frank Lampard? I think he's a standout, an absolute standout. Right now, he's got the stature, the class. They could look back all his interviews, and the guy is just a standout. He's got everything going for him. I hope he stays forever.
Definitely, Bridge. I just feel with Gerrard, Bridge, Gary, I think he's raising his profile, isn't he? This guy's profile's getting bigger and bigger by the week at Rangers. And he can go and do the most important thing in Rangers. This is so big Sunday. He can go there, win his trophy, and that's the first trophy, for Mr. Gerrard. And all that's going to do is raise his profile even further. We know that there's been a few sackings in the England Premiership, this week alone. It's a league that always seems to be trigger happy with fired managers. And the reason I'm saying it is important to get him tied down. Look, if he does go, I've got a belief like Gary. I don't believe he'll go anywhere apart from Liverpool. I really do believe that. I think it's well documented. If he does the job at Rangers, which he's doing now, he will be the next Liverpool manager after Klopp. I strongly believe that. So I just think, even just to get him tied down just for another 2 years to what he's currently got, I just think it would give Rangers peace of mind, and then we'll do a good bit of compensation if anybody, even Liverpool.
That's the reason you want them tied in, yeah. That's
I know I'm
the reason
hitting
you want them tied
financials,
in.
mate. I know it's wrong.
Well, no, the thing is that, I mean, the tranny man went down to Leicester, and I think as JFK calls them, the puddle drinkers, it's something like 9 million quid. You know, so why not us? Why not us? I'm thinking along the lines of, see the likes of Everton. Everton's manager's under a lot of pressure as well.
Yeah.
I don't know whether they're going to get rid of him or whether they have got rid of him. I don't know. But I don't think. Don't get me wrong. I don't think Gerrard's going to go to Everton.
Oh, he wouldn't go there.
He could.
There's more chance of him going abroad, as Gary says.
Oh yes, I agree with you 100%.
He's not going to. When he's stock high, he's not going to go to an English team.
Nah.
When he's stock kick down and they'll not get the job. Going forward.
Good point.
Hope he's with us for a long time, mate. I'm enjoying him. He plays entertaining football. We're scoring goals. We're improving. Everything's going in the right direction, and that's doesn't really matter what happens in these 3 games. Everything's still going in the right direction, Portbell.
Aye, you know, he's building a squad, Docs. Rangers are building an infrastructure behind the scenes. You know, concentrating on women's football, concentrating on youth. You know, the Colts are doing really, really well. You know, the women's football will go from strength to strength with new investment. Gerrard's, management team and coaching staff. You want to look at the pitch, you want to look at the players to see how good they're, all playing at the moment. So that's working well. And then, of course, you've got the gaffer at the top of the pile, along with Ross Wilson, who will scout players continuously to, further develop our squad, and enhance their playing abilities, mate. And that's, you can't pick too many players that's not. We've done this before on the show, the hit and miss. And I think there was a lot more hits than there certainly was misses in my squad. So he's doing it, he's doing things right. And what I'm going to emphasise here, you've got to remember, this guy's only about 18 months in management. He's just come out of playing and way into, the track side.
He's a novice, really.
Yeah. Did I just say, Ox? England bear in the lobby, and my good pal Big H, who's working with me, right, they're giving me pelters because they're half more late for the Aberdeen game.
Sometimes you get what you deserve in this life, mate, you know what I mean?
How come you're no off then?
Because I took my half shift tonight, forgetting about my night's game.
Oh, and you're joking.
No.
You're joking.
Gutted. And I'm not getting after it's empty or half.
To be fair, you deserve all the stick you're getting, don't you?
I have to admit that. Yeah. Well, I'll say that for sure. England bear get right into him.
He deserves all the stick he's getting, doesn't he?
Of course.
Well, he's not getting any sympathy on here, Bridge, is he?
No.
He's got no chance of that. No, for me anyway, that's for sure.
Anyway, if people want to join us, what's the number, Bridge?
The number's 0141 356 1972.
I'm joined at Skype at rangersradio.online, where you'll be brought in a call with Fox and Old School Blue to talk about Port Blair.
All things Rangers. I can also give a big shout out to everybody listening on Facebook, YouTube, and any other platforms.
And also discuss shift patterns if you feel that way.
Yeah, you could do that and get nights off and things like that. How do you get a night off to watch the Rangers? And by the way, England Bear just said he's going to give you a hard time in a minute.
Is Big H seen him?
I haven't seen Big H.
I haven't seen him.
But England Bear's on there and he's full response mode.
H for hemorrhoids.
What's the H for? Love it.
Oh, superb.
Your Facebook's just turning and just saying, bring on the sheep.
Bring on the sheep, yeah.
Bring them on.
I don't fear this game. When I've looked at the fixtures, the league game, the one that's sort of the 2 games that are intriguing me is the Motherwell and the Hibs game back to back. Yeah, I don't fear this game tomorrow night. If we play, I just think we're going to be too good for them. Bridgman.
Yeah, and it's a brilliant point. I always fear a visit to Pittodrie, although that's sometimes proved daft that we shouldn't have anything to fear because we're a far better team than them. What's that, bud?
That was because of that injunction you had.
Yeah, well, I had a couple. But no, I don't think. See, right at this moment in time for us, I just want us to win. I'm at that stage where I really don't care. I just want us to win. But it's marvellous to be part of it and watch them playing some really good football and getting some really good results. But I don't have to cast my mind back too far to see when we struggled a wee bit against the Hearts over at Tynecastle. Mm-hmm. So going away from home to some of these stadiums where everybody's up for it and they're going to boot you out of the park all the time. So we need to be ready for everything. But we're building. Our defence is getting stronger. Well, it feels as if it's getting stronger, and they're not going to take any rubbish. So I'm afraid that these guys who do that against our team, they're going to have to come a bit stronger, even stronger than they have been. And I just hope Rangers hold out for them tomorrow night and get and leather them, and Alfie to get a couple of goals, and that'll give his total up. That's what we should be doing. We should be channeling everything into that wee young boy, to Alfie. Let him score all the goals. Every penalty, let him take it.
Anyway, talking about top scorers, we've been joined by Jim from Paisley. Evening, Jim.
Jim from Paisley. How you doing, Jim?
How you doing, guys?
How you doing, mate? All right?
Hey, Jim.
What's on your mind, Jim Bob?
Well, I was phoning about the way that the manager's managing the squad. I just think it's superbly. The way he's leaving people in, put them out, in and out. The people who we have slagged part of the season. We started it. I wonder if he listens to the show or no. You're left out.
He'll know how naughty to it if he listens to us.
But you know what I mean, though, don't you?
Aye, he's getting a lot right. Listen, I'm going to give that to Port Bear. Port Bear's played at a decent level, mate. And
what? Tiddlywinks.
Tiddlywinks, aye.
Night shift.
Night shift.
Should you be here?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Nobody the first guy to turn up in the wrong shift.
I know.
Right, so, Port Bear, I mean, getting a squad right, obviously, at this level, you've got to, people are getting knocks, but you've got to manage it, and consistency is a big thing, but he's getting a lot right, even his substitutions, mate.
It's so difficult, isn't it? It's really difficult to try and keep a squad happy, especially when you've got a squad of quality. You know, nobody likes getting left out. You know, you've played Ox, so yourself, Bridge. Nobody likes getting left out a team, no matter what level you're playing at. You know, so to manage, you know, a quality squad like that, you know, I was very critical of the manager for his rotation last season, and again this season I kept on the show. I kept saying we need consistency, we need continuity, we need, you know, a spine in a team. I kept harping on about it, but Gerrard seemed to learn for that, you know, and finally got a spine in a team, and then everybody else was, you know, left to fight. So as I said before in the show, he's got his 8 or 9 that he trusts 100%, and I think the rest of them, you know, have to, you know, challenge each other. They're all challenging each other, but that's the challenge at Rangers right now. You have to challenge the man next to you for that shot, and that's just the way it's going to be. Ox, he said that, and when he upgrade the squad come January and next summer, the same thing will happen again. You'll get the lesser players that will get moved out, the new ones will come in of a better calibre, and then they'll be fighting with the current squad and the current spine of the team. That's the way I see it, and I've got to commend the manager on keeping them all happy, mate, because it's one hard job.
Gary?
Aye, this is what Port Bear's saying there, like keeping the team happy. I mean, there's like Greg Stewart came on the park and got 2 goals. Now, if he was anyway unhappy and not getting a start every week, I don't think he would have had the same hunger. But it just shows you that because of the way the team's set up and the belief in the team, you've got a guy like that hungry to come on and impress. So that shows that you've got a good nucleus of a team there.
Bridgeman?
Yeah, the boys are right there. It's all about the camaraderie within the squad. The squad's a thing. That's a living group of boys, you know. And there's a lot of competition inside that, but it's every man within that. It's every man for himself within that. But there's a whole team and a whole group, and that they have to fight on the park, on and off the park within the squad. They have to do that. They've got to go out and do it and back each other up to the hilt and just play. And play if they get picked, play openly, open their heart up and just go for it and see what happens. Because I think your squad's really good, and any squad that's as big and as good as that, and they get tight the way they're getting tight and look after each other, they'll get there. They'll get there. It's just brilliant to watch, by the way. It's just brilliant to watch. What's I was playing with them?
Oh, well.
Bridgeman.
Yo.
It was just to that point you're saying there. Gavin and Kenneth on the Facebook page, they're both saying that it's going to be the Sheep's Cup final tomorrow, so that's what we need to remember. So
always is, mate. It's
always is. Yeah.
It's only one the fans turn out for. You know,
I think Gary.
It's all one they turn up for.
Gary, what Oxford was saying a wee while ago there when he was saying the next 3 games is going to be cup finals for us, and they are. To all intents and purposes, they are and will be. You know, Aberdeen's a huge game, no matter what anyone says. And I always say this: the next game in our season, the next game is going to be the biggest game our club's done they got this season, because we've got to win. We have to win. Simple as that. The pressure's on us to win. Let's do it.
All right, Jimbo, what's your thinking on the rotation, mate? It's quite a modern thing.
I'm not going to. Listen, we've had our say all season. I'm not going to question the manager now. I'm going to try not to question him, because he's had everything right so far. 99.9%.
And sometimes he's only wrong in hindsight. I mean, you know. I bet if you that game against them again, that Ibrox, when they played the same
that's
team.
right, that's still sticking in my gut. But never mind that. We're trying to get over that. We're nearly over it.
I've no ate since.
The thing that's worrying me is tomorrow night.
Right, what's worrying you?
I'm confident tomorrow night.
Is that what's worrying you?
Aye, my 2 boys are night dropped in for a bit of dinner, and they're rocking out tomorrow night, going to watching the TV. And they're like, "Are you confident in that?" I said, and they're like, "Oh Jesus."
Because they're thinking that usually it's one of our hard games, but I think it's a compliment to our team, mate. We go out there and play, and we get the ball to Kent, Morelos, and that. We know we score goals. And when the back 4 being so settled and McGregor behind them, we know we're going to lose. Not going to lose that many. So it's a good combination, Port there.
It is, mate. If you're banging them in, that's in all intents and purposes, that's how you win games. But we've showed in the past we can grind out, and I wouldn't care if we're 1-1. We know it's going to be hard. We know they're going to play a 4-5-1 double blockers. Fill all the spaces that we try and exploit. But like you've said, Doc, before, he's brought guys into his squad like Greg Stewart who can unlock these defences now. We've got pace, we've got intelligence, we've got power on that forward line that can open defences now. The game at Ibrox against Aberdeen showed me the levels between us and them. And I used to hate getting up there myself. I know what Bridgeman's saying. It's not a comfortable fixture up there. But I think that 5-1 game, that showed the level. I mean, there's an interview, I don't know if you've heard about it, an interview with Derek McInnes, Day, and he admitted that both Rangers and the other mob across the street are a better squad than them, better team than them. He said that, and the Aberdeen fans went berserk. Seen what's over social media, other calling for his head and all sorts, because he says, so he basically, that's him filling his own players with confidence. Not. Imagine admitting that, their own manager. So I think we've got there and absolutely destroy him. All they've got is the long ball to Cosgrove, and I think boy can finish. But I think Helander and their defence, and Davies sitting in front and screening, we've got more than enough for them, mate. More than enough.
Do you agree, Jim? Do you agree?
Absolutely. That's what worries me. I'm confident because
you can always. You come across as naturally happy-go-lucky, Jim, and always up for it.
Aye, big time, aye. You know me.
Aye.
Jim, can I ask Jim a question?
On you go, mate. On you go.
It's just to say that some of the boys in the lobby are asking if it's open house in Paisley, Jim, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Only kidding, buddy. Only kidding.
Jim, can you put on a buffet? If you bring a bottle, can you put on a nice buffet for us?
Yeah, Bridgeman, I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. It's open house. I look at it and this is. I've got a turnstile. I've got a turnstile in my front.
Well said, Jim. Well said, pal. Oh, brilliant.
We'll do the show in Jim's living room.
Yeah, you're more than welcome, man. Don't worry about that. I'll go to sleep.
Oh, what about your shift? You'll be like half, pal. That's a pity, isn't it?
What about if I gave you a note for your gaffer?
I don't think you'd accept
Sorry, England bears in the lobby listening to everything you're saying to him, but
Is he? And he'll be relentless, too. I hope he enjoyed his shift now. Hope he gets hundreds of calls.
Actually, he just said that about 2 minutes ago. He was on there. He mentioned something about I'll need to sit down and put my feet up because I've not had any calls at all tonight. Something like that, anyway. You know.
Enough about the boys' day for 11, right? So jump up. What's the score going to be tomorrow night?
Well, I'm only for 4. The score's 4 against them.
And then the second half.
Another 4. No, 4 will do me. I'll be happy with 4. I want to have a league. Yeah, I want to have a league for we meet next Sunday.
For Sunday.
Aye.
All right, okay, mate. Can I just give a shout out in my mind, mate? And Bridgeman, you want to join me in this? We're on Cumbrian Bears back in the lobby, mate. Great to see Cumbrian back.
Absolutely. Welcome back, CB. Welcome back. Hope you're good.
And there's no rush for that tenner, you may Cumbrian.
I was just about to say that. The money, it owes me money as well, by the way.
No rush. Just
Shocker.
take your time, Cumbrian.
Shocker.
I know you gave it a misplaced it. Where are we? Gary, Jim's confident tomorrow night. Should we be confident? We went to Young Boys of Bern. We should have won the game. Obviously, we didn't. But we went to Feyenoord. We went to Porto and arguably could have won both games. And that's a higher level than anything we'll play in Scotland, both the teams.
I totally agree, but unfortunately, we're going up to play Farmers tomorrow night. So
wow.
That's in Hammerfrost, so it's going to be that. I think Aberdeen's biggest risk, and it's like what Jim said on Facebook there, is the biggest risk they pose to us tomorrow night is injuries to our players. They'll, again, if you'll have Big Cosgrove flinging arms about, and like I says, the usual, it'll be backs to the wall for them, and just try and get dirty tackles in. But I think it'll be a tight one tomorrow. I think it'll be 2-1.
Brian, can I ask you something?
On you go, mate.
I was just wondering if Brian thinks he'll start with the same team he started at the weekend tomorrow night. Even Jack and Davis not in the bench, just back for it. No, I just wonder if he's there.
What do you think? What do you think, Gary?
I think he'll start with the same team. I think the same team will start, and possibly Greg Stewart will get a run out at some point again. But I can't see him getting a start.
Do you think he's going to keep the likes of Ryan Davis for Sunday, and just in case? Just keep him on the bench just in case. All right. And
I think Ryan Jack's a certainty to start Bridgeman.
Yeah, I think. Although what Jim says there is a good possibility as well, that he'll just pluck Stephen Davis out and just put him on the bench, if you follow what I mean, and leave the sort of midfield the same as it was, with the exception of Jack will take over Davis's role, or Kamara will take over Davis's role, if you follow what I mean. But personally speaking, I would be Jack, Davis, and Kamara tomorrow for sure for their midfield. Because it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a battle.
Who would your right in midfield be tomorrow night?
Right side?
On the right side of the front three.
Oh, front three, I would do Greg Stewart.
All right, okay. All right, so Greg Stewart, Morelos and Kent.
That's right, that would be it for me.
Mm-hmm. I'll go along with that. What about you? What was your thinking, the team tomorrow night doing, Jim?
Me? No, I don't think I'll do that, because I think that's how Joe seems to be in his, I don't know if he sleeps him or not, but they probably play Ojo.
I don't know. The funny thing is, I know Ojo's one of my all-time favourites, but I don't think he'll go to tomorrow night because of the pitch it put on me. Because it's tight, and I don't think it will suit him. It wouldn't suit the boy. In my opinion. I mean, I've been round before, Jim. Port Bear, you come?
I think we're going with McGregor, Tav, Highlander, Goldson, Borna Barisic, Davies, Jack, Kamara as your midfield three. And I think you'll go with Aribo, Morelos and Kent. So I think Aribo will play at right side again. But I do think Greg Stewart will have a good part to say in the game, mate. I do think he'll come in at some point.
All right, okay. Yeah. Gary? You see gives your team.
Again, exact same at the back there. Same midfield. I forgot about Jack coming back into the team. Forgot he was coming back in. I think we'll start Jack, and I think he probably will go with Aribo again, and then Greg to come on later in the game. I think a lot of the Facebookers are saying that as well. They're saying 4-1 and 3-0, and Alfredo to get 2 goals each, and a Stewart double with a Tav mistake at some point.
Tav mistake? You're writing them up for a mistake every game? My goodness.
No, it's saying a Tav mistake at some point.
Aye, exactly.
I think Tav's been alright to the past few games.
I think you're right there. We can't afford Tav to fall back into make this mistake again, because he lost us a right few goals tail end of last season, you know. And earlier on this season, also.
Tav never got credit for on Saturday. He put a cross-stroke ball into Halfie in the first half when the one that Halkett sort of cleared off the line.
Yeah.
But it ricocheted back into the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
And what a ball it was.
We said the other day, definitely. We said the other day, Tav's. I don't want to just call him crosses, because that seems like just whipping it in, didn't it? And just hope for the best. He passed. Yeah, his passes were superb the other day against Hearts. So they were. I know Hearts were there for the taking, but you know, Tav's come through a right bad spell beginning of the season. Took a lot of criticism, and rightly so. But he kept playing up, as you always say, never had. He kept his head up, and you know, he's finding his form again. I think he's looked probably the best he's looked all season right now. And again, I see it's important in it. He's hitting form at the right time over this busy period, and I hope he keeps it up, because I don't want to see him, as Bridgeman says, I don't want to see it going back the way, because it took him a long way to get back to where he is now.
All right. Thoughts, Jim?
Yeah, can I say that? I'm just going to say that the weekend there, Tav didn't have to defend against them, but the weekend.
No, it was all forward stuff.
Aye. Just saying that, I think it's still. Anyway, I'm not going to, as I said earlier on, I'm not going to slag the team. The gaffer knows what he's doing, so.
Yeah, here, mate.
I'm going to try and chop that, you know.
Here, mate. Listen, mate, as usual, thanks for the call, mate. And listen, what time do you want us round? About 6:30 tomorrow?
Any time. I'm after tomorrow. I'm just waiting for Amazon to deliver something. I'm going to stay.
Are you sure it's your day after tomorrow?
Are you sure it's your day after? So you can swap with Poor Bear. You can swap over with Poor Bear if you want to be shift, pal.
Never.
You know better with a Thursday off, chap.
Well, on Thursday, I'm going to work on Thursday, but I'm off on next week if you're up for that. No, so.
Backseater now. Backseater.
Nice talking to you guys.
Fair enough, I'm off. That's me finishing for Christmas on Friday, but that's another story.
Lucky man.
All the best, guys.
All the best, Jim. Take care, Jim.
Let's hopefully hear for you when we get the first of the victories, Jim.
Well said, Jim. Well played, pal.
We've reached that time. Get yourself a mute, and Fox is going to give us a solo.
We are the Rangers FC. We are the people, you better believe. We are together, we're doing the fancy all over the world. We had our troubles, but now they are gone. They tried to kill us, but the Bears we stood strong. We are together, doing the fancy all over the world. Lucia by Bronx for Lancer at 3. Follow, follow, and God save the Queen. You'll hear us singing, doing the bouncy all over the world. In Barcelona in 72, we beat the Russians by 3 goals to 2. Still celebrating, doing the bouncy all over the world. Glasgow Rangers are back where we belong. Blue sea of Ibrox, and we're still going strong. We wear our colours, the red, white and blue. We wear them proudly like blue noses do. We are together doing the bouncy all over the world. The pride of Scotland, but that's nothing new. The pride of Glasgow, and Glasgow is blue. We are together doing the bouncy all over the world. To be a blue nose, it fills us with pride. We are united, we'll never divide. We are together doing the bouncy all over the world. Doing the bouncy all over the world. Doing the bouncy all over the world.
Oh, that's a new one. That's a new one,
I
Bridge.
don't know where he got that one from. That's brilliant, by the way.
I wonder who was that Faye Fox? Was that the Proclaimers or GFK's mob?
I'm not exactly sure. It was on Facebook and Twitter, mate. I think it's a terrific little song. Hope it does well.
A little ditty, doing the bouncy all over the world. How are you, Fox? You finished your fries?
I just finished them, mate.
Did you enjoy them? You said they were quite big.
Best fish tea I've had for 20 years, that was, mate. Honest to God.
Was it a whale of a fish then, Fox?
Oh, it was terrific, Bridge. Honest to God.
He's a happy man. Fox, how are you, mate? How you doing, mate? And what's your thinking on the next tomorrow night to start with, and then the next couple of weeks?
My thoughts are as they usually are. I think we'll go up there, maybe take us 20 minutes to settle into the game, and then hopefully we'll run over the top of them, as we have done with so many teams previously.
Aye. Have we improved for you that it shouldn't be a problem, or because they're going to be up for it? The atmosphere, their players sliding into stupid tackles. You think all that can be a factor?
I think it'll be
good now.
I think it'll be very physical, but I think we'll overcome it. I think our class will shine through, and we'll score goals up there.
And remember that they played a certain team up there who they never made a tackle against.
Aye, well that's par for the course for every other team in the Scottish League who give them an easy ride every time they play against them. But they'll know on Sunday whether they'll be in a game or not.
Here, mate, here. And if you were the manager tomorrow, what's your team?
I can't disagree with some of the boys have said previously. I think it'll be the same back five: McGregor, Tav, Goldson, Hollander and Barisic. Davis, Kamara and Jack. I think he'll go with Scotty Arfield, Ryan Kent and Morelos.
Right, okay. And if we play Fox, we win. Am I right?
If we let our class shine through, I think we'll win and win comfortably.
Oh, I hope you're right. So if people want to join us and they can talk to Fox now. Fox is with us, finishes lovely fish tea. What's the number, Bridge?
The number's 0141 356 1972. And Fox is really looking forward to speaking to everybody.
Or you can join us at Skype at rangersradio.online. You can brought in a call by Old School Blue or Fox, and you can talk to Portbear, who's not meant to be here tonight.
He'll definitely not be here tomorrow night.
Makes a change for me. There's a guy in the panel doesn't know what day of the week it is. That's usually me and you, Bridge.
Got his dates wrong. England better keep him going, that's for sure.
Aye, won't have.
Oh dear.
Love it.
And keep nothing quiet on here.
Bouncy all over the world.
No, that's what it's all about.
How's that go, Bridge, that one?
That one I doing the bouncy all over the world. Brilliant. By the way, I think Old School Blues raging at you because he apparently played it the other night or a week ago or whatever, you know. Said he's played it before that song.
He did, but for the record, Old School Blues, I wasn't on that night.
Ah, right, okay. That's what it'll be.
Oh, can I ask a wee question?
As long as it's not too hard, mate.
Right. I seen the day, I was looking at a few of the forums and stuff. A lot of people were saying, will Katic come back in and give Hollander a wee rest? There were loads of forums there, following all had it on. It was just all the people, just a little lobby.
Mm-hmm.
They were all basically saying, will Katic maybe come back in to Marshall Cosgrove? Because the game at Ibrox, I'm sure, they said Katic played in that game. And Marshall done pretty well. We won 5-1. It's just a question I'd like to ask. Obviously, using anybody in the lobby, I think. Katic can go back. And has it been out too long, do you think?
No, I mean, I think Katic was playing okay for me. I just think Hollander is turning into one of our leaders on the park. He looks a bargain. I'm not saying he's going to win you 100 metres. He's committed. His positional sense is very good. In some of the games he's strolled through, but Saturday's game he strolled, Sunday's game he strolled through it. So if he was 36, maybe he's 26. So the answer for me is no. Bridge?
Well, I honestly don't think Katic will get back in. Certainly not in the immediate future, unless, we don't know what our manager's going to do. But you try to put yourself in your manager's place, kind of difficult. But I would keep the continuity. For me, the defence is playing quite well, or in some cases brilliantly well, and they really haven't let us down that much. So I would suggest that we would keep the back five the same, and of course the midfield three, the three that we mentioned there, the strongest three. And actually, it could mix and match up front. To be honest, it could play Arfield because Arfield played very well the other night. Personally, because he played for Aberdeen, I'd be playing Stewart. I'd play Greg Stewart up there in the right. And obviously Ryan Kent in the left. But you can switch that over and again, you could rest it. I'd play Greg Stewart up there in the right.
Turn the show off in the back, mate.
I would suggest...
Cairo, you've got the show in the back. Turn it off, mate, before you come on. Carry on, Bridge.
I would suggest that we could... you could let Aribo play wide left and let him go for a half time and bring Ryan Jack on. You've got any combination of them, I think the manager sees it all, and I'm quite sure he's far more intelligent than I am about football, so I'm sure he'll pick the right ones. But I see continuity breeds contentment, breeds confidence, and as long as we're doing things right, we should get there.
I think they were just wondering, with one eye in the final on Sunday, to keep legs on the pitch. But I suppose if you look at it the other way, we could actually go out and kill the game off, couldn't we, early, and then start resting people up, start with your strongest squad, I suppose, and then, start getting the players off, like your Jacks, Morellas, even Hollander and that, get them off and get them wrapped up for Sunday. Give them some legs, some miles.
The other night against the Hearts.
We've been joined by Cairo.
Well, Cairo's in.
Evening, Cairo.
Hi, Cairo.
Come off of mute, Cairo. You'll need to go on that course, Bridge, when you show everybody how to go in off of mute.
I bet.
That's better, Cairo.
No, you do that.
How are we doing, mate?
Cairo will explain the shift pattern to you, how it works.
Do that again?
Cairo will explain to Portmore how a shift pattern works. The days you're meant to be in, you go in. The days you're meant to be off, you take off.
My days for that's all by when you put
You go and you get your calendar for the week, and you fill in the bits you go and the bits you don't go. And what you try and do is make sure the bits you do go isn't as big as the bits you don't go.
And your bits are very big at the moment.
Well, I don't need to fill in anything and do that. That's a good thing.
Big.
It's something we should all strive towards.
Here, mate. Here. Somebody's unlucky enough to get there. Anyway,
back to the fibber.
What's on your mind?
What's in my mind? None. You just tell me to phone in. I tell you what I'm told, don't I?
Oh, always.
Other than I think our two best backs are central defenders are Katic and Helander. I'd love to see them playing together sometime, because I think Goldstein at times he plays all right. He's quite steady, but he's liable. He's liable every now and again, and that scares me.
He's a manager's pet, and I don't mean that in a nasty way. He seems to be first pick in the team sheet, mate. Always plays. He
does, and I don't. He must. I'm not going to question the manager because he watches him training and that. But watching for the sides and watching him playing, I just don't get. At times he's okay, and at other times there's something not quite there. He just seems to lose it a wee bit, whether it's concentration or whether it's lackey getting the ball and having to do things. I don't know. He just seems to lose it a wee. If he was a goalkeeper, he'd be losing his goals for that shot that goes in when he's standing having a fag. There's something missing. Whereas with Katic, I think you've got he's a bit raw and that kind of thing, but he's a fantastic player, I think, and I think he gives you the aerial ability as well.
Can I give my opinion, Kyle?
Absolutely.
I think I understand what you're saying about Connor Goldson, right? But see the defenders we've got, I think he's still the best at coming out with the ball. Does that make sense? You know, he's still the best on the deck. Maybe I know what you're saying. Katic and Helander will go and meet everything. They'll go out and defend, throw in and front of the ball. Connor Goldson's not quite like that for me. He's more, for a better word, he's got more the intelligent side of the game. He'll come out, step me off the back line. I think that's the only reason he gets, played in front of Katic, in my personal opinion. I just don't think Katic would give you that same, out ball, if that makes sense. That's the only reason I can understand why he gets kept in, apart from, as Oxchair said, he's a gaffer's pet. But I just think he's a bit of a baller.
But when you've got somebody like Davis or Jack and that in front of you, it's playing the back end of the diamond, if you like, or sitting in front of the defenders, protecting them and getting the ball. They're the boys that can get the ball and spray it about. I mean, Davis, if you gave him the ball, and like I said, the two central defenders don't really need to stretch themselves passing. They could give the ball to him or give the ball to Tav. It is nice when you've got somebody like Terry Butcher. The first time we seen him coming and he had a ball to a Rangers player, and everybody went, "Wow, that was lucky."
No, the first time he done it, they thought it was just a kick up a part. It was the third time he done it, they realised he meant it, Cairo.
Well, that's right. I mean, he did a ball to a Rangers player, and everybody went, "Well, that was dead on." And then he did it to a Rangers player again. And then it was at Cammy Fraser. It was away in the white.
Hi, as soon as heard him standing right outside,
standing doing nothing, and the next minute, Butcher just whacked a ball out to him under pressure, and it went to a Rangers player, and we went, "Wow!" And then you seen, because everybody was saying, paying that money for a defender. That's the kind of a difference you get. I'm not saying Katic has got that by any means at all, but what I'm saying is I don't think Golson's got it. And some of his passes, have been poor. It cost us a couple of goals at times as well. So for me, stick to what you're good at, and we definitely need defenders and playing at centre back. And I think Katic is one of the best defenders that we've got there. So just my view.
I'll tell you what, I don't like Golson when you get too much time, mate. He gives me the fear. When he's no good time, he's just got to clear it. I think he's okay. But when he gets a lot of time, sometimes I think, this could end up in tears. But that's only, I don't know if it's just me. I'll go to a centre-half expert. Benchman.
Well, see, I'm the opposite to Cairo there. I think that Goldson has learned so much over the last couple of years. And you
always
can see
always the opposite.
I think he's coming onto a game. I really do believe this. and I think the manager rests his defence on him. He's a mainstay for the defence. Now, I'm not saying he's a brilliant player by any stretch of the imagination, but he's quite solid. Whenever you're looking for the ball coming out from the box to the goalkeeper, you always see Goldson available. He makes himself available, and I watched him against Hearts there, and he was pushing some lovely balls up the wing. And every now and again, you get a really terrible pass from him, But in general, of late, he's been quite good with his passes and economical with them too sometimes. And he needs to. All they need to do is learn to be as confident with their midfield, passing the ball to their midfield and receiving it back again. Because sometimes you've got to do that. But I do like Goldson. I'm a fan of Goldson, and I don't think
on the defensive side as well, Bridge.
I think he's okay defensively. I think you'll see he uses a lot of the space up. He takes up a lot of space, but 99 times out of 100, that's because he's covering for Tavernier. Just the way we play football. So he covers wide out in the right. Takes a lot of stick out there. He gets a lot of real clatter. He gets clattered a lot. Katic, I don't think has got the same qualities as Goldson. I think he's a smashing young player, and he'll do a turn for us for sure. That is for sure, and may even turn it to be a really good centre half. But right now, I don't think Rangers can afford to have a young centre half who could be good. I think we've got Goldson there, and he's been, for me, Helander is a standout. He's got quality written all over him, and I think that guy marches through the games. I'm very pleased with him. That's why I'm saying, if you look at our defence, why would you change it? They're doing well.
Fox, are you still with us there, mate?
I am.
I've
got to agree with Bridge. In the last 10 league games, we've lost 4 goals. I mean, that's good by anybody's reckoning. And I think there's quite a few players in our team that can cause mistakes. It's not always down to Tav and Goldson. And I think Goldson organises the defence. He's the main man. And as long as we're hardly shipping any goals, I don't see any need to change it. I think Katic, although I do like him a lot, he's a good young player. I think we tend to think that when people are out the team, they're better players than they actually are.
All right, mate. Interesting stuff here. I mean, I'm going to Cairo camp here, but I think that Katic has got more potential in goals, and I think he's quicker. I think he's better there. I like to accept he's rushed a bit. He's got a bit more experience to learn, Katic, but I don't think he's ever let us down. But I'll be interested to see how it pans out going forward. But we've lost 8 goals in 14 league games, Cairo, so we're doing a lot right, eh?
Oh, aye. I'm just saying.
Your opinion?
I'm just saying, you're always striving for improvement.
Mm-hmm.
And it may well be that he's giving them goals and a chance, but to me, I'm nervous when he's on the ball at times. And the ball at Tapium is just dangerous. It doesn't seem to be able to get back in time. I don't think he's fast enough. But I'll go with Bridges being the expert. I'll go with his view on it. I mean, that's just my watching of the game. And if I was playing against him, I know the way I'd be playing. I'd be just zipping me balls out of Tapium and getting him a turn because I don't think he's got it there.
But Cairo,
yeah,
I think that's one of the things that really annoys me about him. I find he gets caught under the ball a lot. He seems to misjudge the flight of the ball. I think there's more to it than he's a teacher's pet. I think, like Fox and Bridge are saying, he's a guy who seems to marshal the defence, if that makes sense. He's the one that you all see him talking, and that might be the slight wee difference with Katic and Goldson. Maybe Katic has not got that side to his game to organise and marshal the back four, constantly nipping people's ears, keeping the line high, keeping the line together, knowing when to go narrow, knowing when to stay wide, whatever. I just think I'd like to think there's got to be more than just he's a teacher's pet. Gerrard must see something in training. He must see something in game day as well, more than, he's just my favourite player. And that's the only wee things. I don't think it's much. I think that's maybe just what it could be. The fact that he just knows how to, keep his back four together. I say he's got his flaws.
He might just trust him, what?
Aye, that's what I'm getting at. Oh, he's a guy who can go. He's his go-to man for the back, the back line. That's the only need I think. That's the only thing I can think on is he trusts him 100% to make sure that back line, his centre-back partner, and his right back are going to, do the job. That's just an opinion, but I think that could be it.
It might be. Do you think that, in all honesty now, do you think that young Katic is the man to step into our defence and marshal us for a whole season? I don't think so.
Eventually, mate.
I think that's 2 years away. I think that's 2 years away.
I've said before on the show.
I think what's going to happen is, in all probability, and if not in January now, I think next summer you're going to see the manager looking for defensive new defenders, upgrades to the defenders. Katic might be in there. I don't know, because really and truly, I really think we're going to do this, and I think they're looking for a really good centre half. And if Goldson's still there, he'll give it to Goldson. He'll give the position. I see us needing centre halves. That's why I'm not being funny when I say it. We need centre halves badly. I don't think we've got the best centre halves, but if they can continue the form that they've got, then they're going to get the job. That's it. Simple as that to me.
But as I said before in the show, I think, and I do really believe this, I think Katic and Edmondson are a possible Rangers centre-back partnership. I rate them two boys that high. I really, really do.
I have to admit, I do like Edmondson.
I'll take it to Cairo. Sometimes when you're no playing, you become a better player with the support sides. I mean, obviously, he has caused a couple of goals, particularly maybe one in the Old Firm game, Goldson, but he's bounced back for Cairo. And the guys in the sidelines, when they're no playing, everybody says, "Oh, he's a good player, get him back in." You've not kicked a ball, but you become a better player.
Might be a bit of that, but I tend to think when Katic was playing and some of the things he has done, and you see him coming onto a game, like getting in front of their players who are waiting in the ball. Katic can get a leg in front of them. He doesn't let the ball get in below him. He does get up and heed the ball. And when he has to turn, he's fast of foot compared with the likes of Goldson.
That's the Goldson-Hollander combination, but it's not the quickest.
No, mate, exactly. And this is some games, it's horses for courses in it. I think that's one of the reasons you can't play a certain one together. There'll be different partnerships probably throughout the seasons coming ahead. Just to have one guy that's an absolute out-and-out defender like Hollander, but he's maybe not the paciest. So you maybe got to play somebody alongside him that's got a bit of pace, or his fullbacks have got to cover him basically. But as I said, I think it's horses for courses when it comes to centre backs. At the moment, he very much 100% trusts Goldson and Hollander as his preferred pair. But as I said, I do think Edmondson and Katic will have a big say. If not throughout this season, definitely next season, will have a big say in Rangers centre back positions.
Am I correct in saying that it was Katic who played against the big centre for Hearts the last time? No, that game there, but the time before. And he hacked him up. I mean, he fought him power wise, he fought him running wise. The guy wasn't really in the game. He just tried. He was kicking everything that moved. But
was that not the one each draw, Cairo?
It may have been.
Because we've got
man. But after 20 minutes, Katic got on top of him, didn't he?
He did, yeah. And he did it to Cosgrove against Aberdeen in the 5-1 game. Katic marked Big Cosgrove at the game.
Yeah. So I bet you're asking me, Brad, Ox, about they get better as they're not playing it. I try and judge it by what I see rather than what I think is what I think about a player playing and that type of thing. And I just feel more comfortable, I think, with Katic and Edmondson, because I think I just get a bit nervy with goals. There are some players, you get goalkeepers you get nervous with as well. They're brilliant goalkeepers, but they always make a mistake. Peter McCloy was like that for me. Big goalkeeper, could get done great to his right hand side, but a ball went to his left hand side. All it needed was it to go kind of too slow and it bounced out his on, or it went really fast and he couldn't get done yet. And the left hand side was kind of a dodgy. So maybe I'm being a bit overcritical of goals and going with the record, but it's just what you see, isn't it? It's what you watch in the games and what you think should be happening. And I just think that the same trait comes up all the time with Goldson, and that's what worries me.
Mm-hmm.
Can I come in on that, Ox, yeah?
Yes, mate, on you come, mate.
I just wanted to say,
change the subject once you're finished, yeah?
Yeah, I was just going to say that, all we need to do is look not further back than a month, really and truly. So we've come through some great European ties, and who's been our centre halves? That just think about seriously that they two have been absolutely standouts in the European area, absolute standouts for me, and I dare say for most of the Rangers fans. So I don't see why there's a push to bring in Katic. I don't rate Katic as highly as some guys do. I'm not trying to dismiss anything he's done. I do like Edmondson. I think Edmondson's got a chance, but I don't see Goldson being with us too much longer unless he actually shapes up to being a better. Like £2 million he cost, so we're looking for a £5 million centre half. That's basically what we're looking for. So we're looking for Goldson times 2 in that sense. We're looking for someone that can do everything Goldson does, but do it better with a better quality. I don't know whether we'll get it. I'm under no illusions. Maybe Katic can do it. I don't know. But I think Helander can do it. Helander's quality.
Edmondson's showed a bit of promise as well.
Yeah, I think he's a smashing player.
Mm-hmm. I will see what it takes us, but Cairo, I've always looked at stuff and I noticed something from 5 years ago that they would be 2-0 up against Allo and Cup it was called at the time. We lost 3-2. So we've came a long way.
Yeah, as the man says, the road is long with many a winding street, but he ain't heavy.
Because he's your brother.
No, I know. You're right. I mean, and you sometimes pinch yourself, or you sit there and you think, "Geez, what am I being so bloody miserable?" Or not miserable, but what am I being so critical about when you see where we've came to? But you're asking questions about percentage points here. What we're going to do to win 55, and can we beat the Huns and or the Scum and bloody Sunday, or what we're doing on Wednesday? Where you get Cosgrove, who's caused us terrible times in the past. You're thinking, what is it that's going to give us that wee edge? And that's one of the areas that I see it, because I think Goldson, in my view, Goldson's a weakness that we could plug. There are other things that you could do as well, and that's what it is. It's percentage points here. We're talking of probability of winning and how we can cut out silly mistakes. That's what it is.
In my opinion, Cairo, the edge you're talking about, I think Ryan Kent and Alfredo Morelos is our edge. I think getting Kent at the beginning of the season was really important and vital. In my opinion, was really, really vital. I think Ryan Kent is going to be that man. I really do.
Well, I hope you're right. I mean, I think 7 million was too much for him. I've said on here a few times, he ran into too many dead ends for me when he end product. If he comes as good as everybody hopes he does, I'll eat my words, no problem. Absolutely. I'm wishing him well, and I'm wishing that he does do it. I think your team playing well, and I think a couple of players. I mean, Jack at the level he's playing just now. Geez, if we keep him at that level all season, that's fantastic. Aribo's a wee bit to gaze, but if he switches on the way he played a couple of games, that'll be fantastic. He's got a great engine, he can move. So there are a couple of players in there that, if they just geese that wee extra bit, that wee edge that we're talking about, then they're like your Morelos and your Kents and that type of thing. They'll get the chances to score and we'll take them. But the whole team, if you get them moving, and it's percentage points. I mean, I'm not saying that Goldson's a really bad player. I'm just saying it causes me concern because of the weaknesses I see in him. And if there are other players that could protect that, then fine. I mean, Stephen Davis, the way Stephen Davis is, imagine keeping Stephen Davis playing at that level all season. All you need is another couple of players running about when your midfield is going to be running like a German Mercedes, isn't it? He's going to be running as smooth and everything else. So, again, it's this edge. I think we're a far better team than they've been, as Ox was alluding to there. We're now talking about, we're playing like a team that everybody's hungry. That's when you know a good team. You see people looking for the ball. They're hungry for the ball. They're moving off the ball for their fellow players. You know, they're giving them options. They're nobody hiding, and that's the difference. A couple of players, a couple of games. I think we've played with 10 men. I think Ojo's now been on it a couple of times. Definitely something wrong with Arfield. I think we need to give Arfield a break just to figure out what's wrong and get him back again. And they're the wee things in a game, like say Aberdeen, where if it is tight, you know, you get one of the turgid games. They're the kind of things that make the difference, you know, having somebody on there that's going to turn the game. And maybe it's Stuart. Maybe Stuart will be the guy that geezes that wee bit different. It's that different dimension, isn't it? It's that wee something that you've never done before that works out right. And we've been saying it for ages on here, you know, if you do the same thing all the time, if you're predictable and you're pass, we're not like that anymore. And it's just this wee bit different. So I'm talking, as I say, about the blade being really sharp and razor sharp as opposed to, you know, just being a blade with an edge on it.
You're just trying to get a bit of improvement in your team, 10% improvement. I can see.
That's what it is.
There's going to be some casualties because Gerrard's not going to stand still, mate. You know, in January and the summer. He's not standing still. He's looking to bring in quality, improve your team. And obviously when you do that, there's sometimes fan favourites maybe disappear because they don't quite cut it, or they're not as good as the person that throw it in, but only time will tell. Anyway, I want to change the subject just quickly for the last wee bit of the show. If that's all right with the elder statesman on this evening, Cairo, Bridgeman, Fox.
As long as it's not about snooker.
All right, I'll keep away from
I'm awful glad you mentioned Cairo first there when you said elder statesman.
No, I was doing it in intellectual properties at the top.
Oh, aye, heard it. Right.
Cairo, Fox, Bridgeman, I said, didn't I?
Cranial review.
Yes, he'll send that one to Val. Right, so with a couple of things happened yesterday off the park. One gladdened me and one saddened me. I don't want to go into them too much because they're going to run the stories, Bridget, but I don't know if you noticed them. One was we picked up another fine for the flares, and Fox is my flares expert. He's still got all his flares. So we picked up another fine. I just think we're going to have to be smarter, stop shooting myself in the foot. I get it. If I was young and involved, I might have been one of the first that was in that kind of thing because it's popular and it's what the young boys do, but you're hurting the team, hurting the club, and ultimately maybe hurting the support. Maybe don't get to the games also. Then we'll shout at you, and I've read all the paperwork. Don't claim to be a lawyer, Briggs. You're a legal expert. Different kind of charges, I know. But it looks as if we've made a counter sue against Sports Direct for it looks like infringement of trade to me. So potentially some good news there if it can bring that ahead and get it finished. So one saddened me and one gladdened me. I'm going to go to Fox first.
On the flares.
Well, I know you're a flares expert, mate.
There's a craze that's going about with the younger supporters, and it's not just at Ibrox, it's all over Europe. You know, it brings a bit of colour to the stadiums, but also brings that slight edge of danger that somebody could get seriously burnt with one of them. I think we've got for us older ones, when there used to be a craze of throwing bottles at games, never mind flares. Eventually they'll get it under control and put an end to it. But as I say, it's a craze and just one of the things. But the support should be smarter when it starts to infringe on the club. They should learn the lesson and stay away from them. But will they? That's the question.
Well, if they don't, mate, the repercussions are shutting stands, then it grows and grows and grows, mate.
And you're not got a stand shut for that, mate. You'll get fines because the Tims have been done about 20 times for it, you know.
Well,
so
they seem to play at a different level, a different playing field, but let's just watch and make sure we're smarter. On you go on the second subject.
On the second subject, the sooner that whole debacle comes to an end, the better. I don't know how it'll turn out. I don't think anybody knows. We'll either pay him or he'll pay us. We'll just need to wait in the outcome, and hopefully it's favourable to Rangers.
All right, Bridgman?
Yeah, on the Flares, I have to agree with Fox to a certain extent, but to be honest with you, in reality, I think, like most Rangers fans, can I say all Rangers fans, with the exception of the boys that have got the Flares, it really needs to stop. We can't afford to be putting our name, our football club's name, in the same bracket as them across the city. We got to stop that. even getting fines. As soon as you get into these bad books, and I know about getting into the bad books, but really we need to watch what we're doing. We need to persuade the fans to not to carry these things. And I hope Rangers managed to get a hold of them, because I know there was 3,000 people there. Maybe some CCTV might pick it up. On the other thing, what I'm led to believe is that Rangers are counter-claiming Sports Direct on a number of issues, but the main thing about it is that Rangers are claiming that there's 3 paragraphs or resolutions in their deal, and one of the things is that the maximum that Rangers would be for any partner, including so between the two of them, the maximum anyone would have to pay anybody to get off was £1 million, and Rangers are trying to apply that, and that's one of the things they're trying to fight on. And I believe that's what Dave King will target. That's what they'll do. We need to, obviously we need to do it, but somewhere along the line, the back of my mind, it says that this guy is going to haunt us for a couple of years yet. I just hope it all ends very quickly. But the way things are and the luck we've got in the courts, we're going to need a really good judge who's going to sideways straight away and pick up all the bad points of a Sports Direct and throw it right out of the court and tell it, just scrap the contract altogether. That's what we really need.
Well, all right. Okay, Cairo and then Port Blair.
Flares have always been against them. No, the fashion ones have been against them and all, but you're standing there, you're trying to watch the game, you got everything, the smell. I just don't get it. I mean, I honestly don't. I think, again, I can't say none of the younger ones get a buzz at it, fair enough. I get used to get a buzz at singing the songs and all that kind of thing, and they're up there now. I know you get fined for singing songs. I'm a great, as you know, I'm a great proponent of we shouldn't be stopped to sing our songs. They've sung them for years. It's a football match, for goodness sake. It's not as if we're going out murdering folk. We're singing songs. They sing their songs. The both of us go home at the end of the day. Nae harm done. So for me, that's. I just don't get the Flares. I'm against them. End of story. What I don't get the fact that
I get how you're against them, but if we were 18 and 19, we're not that far away from
No, that's right. I mean, for me, it was got the game and singing. I get a buzz at the singing and the crowd and all that kind of thing. So I'm no condemning anybody for what they say. They get that buzz and they go to the game. I'm just saying, for me, I don't get it. I don't like it. Particularly if you're in there at an away game, the Flares are. You can't see the game. I want to see the game. I'm an old-fashioned kind of a guy. It costs you money to go and see the game. Why should you not see half of it because of the smoke? That kind of thing. So I'm not condemning the young guys. That's what they want to do. That's fine. For me, it doesn't work. I don't see how you're happy with the SD thing. I mean, there's 2 big swinging decks. I see.
SD. Sorry, I thought you said something else. Carry on.
Person you're calling, Barry, is on another line. Just leave your message after the tone. And when you're done...
It's two big swinging decks having a go at each other. It should be nothing to do with Rangers. Every time I see it on the TV, I just think to myself, Craig, I hope so, Ox, because it's just sad. I mean,
I'm not saying we're going to win it.
Person you're calling, Barry, is on another line. Just leave your message after the tone. And when you...
That's probably what you call him, the fat man trying to phone in. Anyway, I think it's sad whenever we see this coming up because it's costing us millions, and we could probably, between the two of them, if they'd been kind of a half sensible, rather as the money going to lawyers and all that kind of thing, split the difference and leave Rangers to what they want to do and let Sports Direct do what they want to do. And we could have been, that would have been everybody happy. But this is it's ludicrous. I don't get it. I don't understand how. Anyway,
it's personal, Cairo.
That is.
It's become personal. Port Vale.
Look, on the flares, I'm a wee bit younger than you, just a wee bit. Listen, you see it yourself, we all done stupid things when we were younger. But I've got a sort of more grown-up view on it now, and that is, it's a financial impact, like Fox touched on, with fines and stuff. Possible stadium bans. I know Fox said you don't get bans for that, but the fines for me are bad enough, because that could mean, say it's a $500,000 fine we get, just in talking sake, that could be a pre-contract agreement and a wage for somebody that's got a contract come January that we can bring in the summer. So all you're doing is hurting the club, the squad possibly, and then a manager can see maybe a targeted, say, a guy, and he's been told by the board that he can't get him because we've got a $500,000 fine to pay to UEFA. So all you're doing is damaging the club, mate, and I think it's stupid, absolutely stupid. There's loads of things you can do to get to enjoy yourself, loads of things. It looks good and it's great, and I know all the European teams do it. Whether they get fined or not, I don't know. But it happens in more stadiums in Ibrox, definitely. But it's a financial aspect for me, mate. I don't want them to damage your club. I don't want my name getting dragged through the press, on TV, etc. Because it doesn't do us any good. We're trying to build a global brand here. We're trying to build a brand, our brand, so we can sell. We're a big attractive club. We behave ourselves. We're not getting fined. We're respected, and that's what they need to do. It's self-respect. Have some respect for your club, guys, and for yourselves. And go enjoy your game. There's other ways and means. Just enjoy your game, lads, and support Rangers.
And also, the young boys are going to get themselves back.
Aye, exactly.
Some of them are going to get picked out with the CCTV. They'll get the flares. They'll get their season tickets took after them. They'll get barred. And then they might not be able to go to the game when they want to go. I mean, look, I'm the first to admit, we're all done daft things when we were younger, and maybe if you were 18, you might be right in there amongst it. And I think it's a way to go, but I'm in a Cairo camp. They're going to watch. They're hurting the thing that they profess to love, Cairo.
Aye, absolutely. I mean, you can go there. I mean, God, as I say, it's Foxy is throwing balls. I never threw balls, but I always thought about wearing a hard hat going to some of the games. But even when you went to the likes of Airdrie and away game and that kind of thing, the crowds you go in there, there were folk going about the place half Jake and all that kind of thing. You think to yourself, oh, why are you doing that? But we all did it. It was yourself. You're going to the game. The pyro stuff, I think, is dangerous, and I think it's, as you say, when you're young, you do all this stuff, and to me, it's beyond the pale a wee bit. I think for me.
Cut across your Cairo, we've been joined by a caller. Evening, caller.
How you doing, lads? It's Bazza.
How we doing, Bazza?
No bad, mate. I've not been on for about a year and a half because I made an arse of myself and had too much to drink.
You just. Nice.
Bazza, they said that was the best you'd ever spoke. They said that was a great night. They missed you.
No. Troops. I listen every night. No, I never miss a night. Very rarely I miss a night, boys. So I just thought to give you a phone because I did deserve to get cut off that night because I had too much to drink. I was talking about the ring words and all that. So that's fair income, you know what I mean? But I was just listening to your talks and that at night, Troops. About was it the last one I heard you talking about car teaching Haaland on that?
Mm-hmm.
It was Cairo was giving his points on Katic and Goldson, actually it was.
Sorry, I've not heard Cairo's point. I just when I was trying to phone out, I heard it. I think it was Katic and that.
What's your thinking, mate?
Oh, definitely. You need to stay with the team that are doing as well. Do you know what I mean? Like Haalander's left-footed, and then you've got Big Connor next to him, so it's working well at the moment. So definitely.
If it's not broke, don't fix it, Bazza.
Exactly, that's the words that I was looking for, Alex. Do you know what I mean? Aye, definitely, mate. I would definitely go that way. I love Big Katic as well as a big defender, but if it's not broke, then why would you try and fix it? Do you know what I mean? Because there's nothing to be fixed.
Bridgeman.
Well, Baz knows how I feel about these things. He's probably heard me lamping on about it a number of times. I agree. I wouldn't change. I definitely wouldn't change their defence. Helander and Goldson are doing, to me, a very good job. But that, don't get me wrong, I'm not being funny when I say this. That's going to, at the end of the season, will be a different ball game. Do we want to march forward? Do we want to go on? Do we want to? If we win the league, fabulous. What are we going to do? Stay still? We need to go forward. We need to get new people in, and the new people need to be better than the people we've got. Simple as that. Some of the boys we've got in the background, young Katic, young Edmondson, they may be better than the ones we've got. I don't know. I like Helander. I think Helander will be a fantastic player for us for the next 4 or 5 years even. I think he's smashing. Left-footed, which is what we want.
You look down our balance to the team, doesn't he, Bridge?
Correct. You look down our left-hand side. When last season, the right-hand side was the one that was giving us all the relief, running up the park with Tab and so on. Look at it now, when you've got Barisic coming onto form, playing really well. Helander's helping them out. All the balance is really nice. All we need to do is ramp it up on the right-hand side and do the same thing. That's the way I look at it.
Baz, what about the rest of the team? How happy are you with that?
Over the moon. See, at the start of the season, if you told me like the position we would be in, top of the Europa League, joint top of the league, and the cup final and everything, I would have been like that. You'd have been like that. I know we made a few signings and that, but come on, we've done amazing. Do you know what I mean? We just deserve all the credit in the world. Stevie G, all his staff, every day, all the players, every day deserves so much shit. But this week's going to be huge, you know what I mean? This is where you separate the men for the boys, do you know what I mean? If you win tomorrow night and then we win that cup final, do you know what I mean? Then that's separate. That's when you can tell. If they've got the minerals, you know what I mean, to go out there and actually prove.
So what about Cojones, Port Bear?
Exactly.
Definitely looks all right, Baz. Port Bear here. Aye, Dodd.
How you doing, mate?
I agree with what you're saying. I just think on the Katic Helander, I think we already covered that, I know. But I think, as Bridge said, he's going to have to stick with his trusted, back four, back five, including McGregor. And I think that's the way to go forward. I do still think Katic and Helander's going to be a future partnership at Ibrox. But their time will come. They just have to be patient and keep training well and obviously develop themselves. But, that's the way forward, mate. That's what I think will have to happen. Their time will come. Ibrox definitely will. They've definitely got the quality, in my opinion.
I agree, mate. I think they've got a lot of potential. And Katic and Edmondson are very, very young for centre-backs, Bazara. They're still young.
Oh, definitely, mate. Because Goldson's 26 and Helander's 26, aren't they? So they're at a good age. They're probably not even peaked for a centre-half, do you know what I mean? Centre-halves probably don't really peak to them late 20s, early 30s, do you know what I mean?
Bridge is 45.
I will. It all depends. If you
don't listen to him, by the way. Don't listen to him.
If you've got a wee whippersnapper next to you, do you know what I mean? It can run. Then like Davy Weir, do you know what I mean? Like if you've got somebody next to you, it can run. Then you'll get away with it. That's the way I look at it, anyway.
Aye. And what about the rest of the team, mate? Who's Sean for you?
Who hasn't he? The team's been superb all season. The only thing I'm a wee bit disappointed in is Aribo, because I've seen him go Aribo. He was good at starting that, but then him and Arfield are kind of in that position in the midfield, and you're thinking, like, I'm not sure even if Stevie knows how the best place to play them, because they're no wingers, and like, do you know what I mean? It's kind of like, and then that's the one position I think on Sunday at the final. He's going to be like, does he play Arfield? Does he play Aribo in that right-handed side position? Because Kent's guaranteed. Do you know what I mean? I would say Kamara's guaranteed, and Ryan Jack and Davis are guaranteed, and Mirella. So I think there's one position to get fought for, and I think it's between Aribo and Arfield, unless he throws in like somebody like Barker or something like up here. But I can't see him doing that, but you never know. So It's a tough one.
Fair comment. Alfie's getting all the headlines. How good is he, mate?
How good is he? No, he's incredible. Isn't he? I watched a wee hang on the follow today, and it was Charlie Nicholas saying that if Morelos is worth 40 million, Edwards worth 50 million, and then I read a hang off a guy on follow, and he posted a wee remark, and he said, who listens to Charlie ridiculous like that? A guy in his 60s wearing an earring. And then I just started howling, and I was like, definitely.
I'll pass that one
who
over to Fox.
Who the hell wears an earring at that age, do you know what I mean?
Fox, a guy at 60 wearing an earring, any clue?
Sorry, Foxy, sorry, mate. Sorry, Fox.
The ring through my nose and all.
Aye, it's the nipple ring we're worried about, Fox.
Fox, I've got this.
Fox is getting a Prince Albert at the weekend.
Sorry, Foxy, didn't mean it. Not against you, mate. Don't cut me off. Oh, but definitely, guys. If you get guys like Charlie Nicholas, do you know what I mean? We need more like Rangers. Like you've got Boyd doing it, like coming out noon again, Barry Ferguson, but very rarely they come out and go like that, like about Edward, he's not this, he's not that. You've got, it's a pure, it's the media, it's just a total, what's the word I'm looking for?
Bias.
Agenda driven. Agenda driven.
It's to bring the price down on it. It's just like, because you're scared, you know what I mean? Then they know we're coming right for them. That's it, mate.
Bridgman, you want to comment on that?
Yeah, I'd love to comment on that. I don't know if you get enough time to listen to me right enough, you know. No, seriously, when you get people like Charlie Nicholas, as he said there, and Chris Boyd, Derek Ferguson, Barry Ferguson, every single one of them, even the ones that are ex-Rangers, they have to watch what they're saying, and I'm sure that they if they don't put negative stories or a negative slant on their story about the Rangers, then they won't get paid. I really do believe that, because why would anybody who we support Rangers, why would we say something negative about Rangers other than we're telling the truth between each other? A difference of opinion. I don't like that one. I like that one, and so on. That's all it is. These guys they mean it. Just the phrase you just mentioned a minute ago, yeah. A lot of it's just agenda driven.
Oh, sure, is it alright if I come in on it?
Go on, pal.
See, another thing what I've been reading the last couple of days when Rangers get done with the Flares, every single, I've not bought a paper news, but online, every single online, the Sun and the Daily Rebel, blah blah blah, and it said Rangers get away with one for sectarian singing, but see if that was them, it would have been alleged sectarian singing with green tops on. But with us, it's, no, I mean, with us, I was getting the train from my Moz in Clydebank today into my house, right? In the back page of the Metro, the free paper on the train, it actually says that in the back page. Rangers basically get away with one with sectarian singing, not alleged. Do you know what I mean? And that's
agenda driven. Agenda driven.
Crazy.
We don't need his own goals. I mean, obviously the violence.
Aye, definitely.
Last week was Paris Saint-Germain fans. You know, they were.
What the hell were they doing in Glasgow? You know what I mean?
Unbelievable. Listen, mate, great to hear from you. You were always welcome.
I listen every night, right? I just thought we'd tune in just to let you know I'm still alive, right?
Right,
I listen in every night. I'll listen in tomorrow night, boys. Brilliant show, Trips.
Right, mate, you enjoy the game tomorrow night and speak to you soon, buddy, yeah?
I'll do. No surrender, right. Trips. Brilliant.
Cheers,
well,
Keep it going, Vaza. Keep it going.
All the best, boys.
For the Rangers.
Yeah, a wee breath of fresh air, eh?
Aye, certainly is.
I've just been setting a wee thing for you, Bridget. The woman that sounds bouncing all over the world. It's her birthday today.
Woman that what?
It's a guy that sings it.
Well, I've been told it was Ali Dunn along with Lindsay Legan that sings it. Yeah? And it's Ali Dunn's birthday today. There you go.
Oh, well done, man. Well done. So happy birthday. Happy birthday
Ali.
Indeed.
Yep. Super Ali.
Super Ali. Nice one.
Right. Bridgman, we've reached that time of the evening.
Well, what a marvellous night tonight. Good laugh. Lots and lots of laughs. But really good discussions as well. And once again, well done to you, Oxtail. Well done indeed, pal. And to Fox and the Old School Blue. Can I just say to all the Rangers fans all over the world, particularly Rangers fans on here on Rangers Radio, there's none better. Huge game tomorrow night now, guys. Huge game. And I've got one sleep. I said last night I only had one sleep, but I forgot it was another day. So I've got another sleep to go. So I'm looking forward to it. Speak to you tomorrow. Keep it going for the Rangers. Keep it going.
Seems to be a lot of people getting their days mixed up.
I've never forgot to sleep, though.
No. Can I thank everybody for joining us, Port Bear and Bridge on the panel, all the boys that's called in. This is Rangers Radio. We'll be back tomorrow night at 7:15 with a pre-match show, Rangers versus Aberdeen at Pittodrie. Thanks for listening. Take it away, Old School Blue.
Took a trip to Ibrox, my favourite team for to cheer, where they were playing the Glasgow Celtic on the first day of the year. Now the ground was filled to capacity as the teams come out to play. The animals sang the soldiers' song, and the people sang Dolly Gray. Now half-time it came when the Glasgow Celtic were in the lead. Finian Tully was drowning everywhere, shaking his rosary beads, while the green flags, they were flying high. Celtic hearts were full of pride. The second half, sure it started, and the Rangers, they turned the tide. Won't you play up the Glasgow Rangers? Oh, play up the boys in blue. Oh, play up the Glasgow Rangers. We're here to cheer for you. Now the ball goes out to Walker, and from 30 yards he did score. Sure you couldn't hear your ears at Ibrox Park for the sash my father wore. Oh, play up the Glasgow Rangers. Sammy Cox is on the ball. He slips it through to Willie Woodbarn, then on through to Ian McCall. McCall to Billy Simpson. Oh, here come the boys in blue. Well, Simpson beats the Celtic centre half, and then goes number 2. Now the Rangers fans are roaring. Jardie Young, he takes a free onto the head of William Simpson, and then goes number 3, while it's 3-1 for the Rangers. That was the final score. A happy new year from Ibrox Park, for Rangers beat the Celtic once more. Yes, a happy new year from Ibrox Park, for Rangers beat the Celtic once more. Yes, a happy new year from Ibrox Park, for Rangers beat the Fenians once more.